Okay, so we're in gold right now. We're playing Twisted Fate. What's your overarching goal with this game this year?
I mean, short-term goal, I'd like to make it back into plat again.
Huh?
Long-term goal, I would like to make it into diamond.
Never been diamond before?
I have never been diamond.
You get lots of girls when you make diamond, you know that?
I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate that.
No, neither does mine. neither does mine, actually. Okay, cool. Just looking through your op.gg here. So not bad. I mean, you're doing reasonably well. I'm not a huge fan of this farm, though. This farm is bad. Bad. All right, not every champ needs good farm. I know that sounds stupid to say. But it's true. Not every champ needs to farm well. Like, if you play LeBlanc, like, I'm expecting you to farm like this, right? But if you play Twisted Fate, I'm expecting you to farm like the GOAT. The most successful Twisted Fate player was Dopa. That's who I studied the first time I played high elo with Twisted Fate, as I studied the shit out of Dopa, and that's how I made high elo originally with him. I had no, like, I had no understanding of like what to do with him, where to go. And basically your numbers, like your KDAs look pretty good. Honestly, I would rather you bring those deaths down lower and bring your kills down lower and bring your keep your assists around where they're at. If you got 4 or more, you run the invade. You don't care if you int. It's how you learn. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a little spooky to do it with Hecarim, but we're just going to fish. If it looks like their whole team's there, we'll just back down. But you're going to ping it, group up with your team. Oh, hello. He might face check. Yeah, let's go. Nice try. Whatever. You can let it go. And just walk back. And you can even take a little recall, a mini recall here if you want, just to get your health up. Dude, NA's like Korea now. These guys level 1 gaming. 5 people at River. I'm so surprised. Both teams. Oh yeah, what skin is that? Is that
Pulse Fire?
Okay.
I like Pulse Fire a lot. I like using High Noon the most, though, because
that's the one with the fucking pay to win. The pay to win High Noon skin. So Tom Kench, it's on your confidence level. If you'd like to, I like to slow push 3 waves in if you know how to do that. So you would just auto once here, and then you just auto at the last second. Yep. And then if he autos, you need to auto the wave. So because he's autoed so much and you haven't, I would look to red card him soon, or red card the wave soon. We got to stay ahead of the push. Now, all we're doing is the reason we're doing a 3-wave crash is because it's a melee versus range. And that means that you should be able to get the push. Now, you need to be autoing him from time to time, though. This shit that he's doing is illegal. Like, he should not be allowed to auto. You don't need to auto the wave anymore because you're pushing. You could just auto him. You could focus on landing autos on him.
Fuck.
It's okay. It's hard. It's very hard to pressure and farm with Twisted Fate. Good. Let's hard push now and just keep autoing the wave and red card the wave. And it's a Viego, right? That's who we're up against?
Yes.
So what I would do, he looks like a gank's coming or something. His movement's weird. I would rotate the bottom now. You've got a little timer, so just start walking at bottom just in case. And you can maybe ward at their chickens or something. Ward up on this little ramp here. You could do a lot of things in this position. Good. Now you know that you're covered on bot side, so while you're pressuring this guy, always posture towards bottom. That way, if Viego's above you, right, you can just run down river towards Hecarim. But you should be pushing and poking at him.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. You're okay. Move towards Hecarim and use your pot.
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
That's okay. It's hard. It's not easy to play this fucking frog champ. Now you're pretty low, so what I would do here, if you want to go for the push, that's fine. We can try to push, but you need to keep autoing because this wave position sucks, and I'd rather risk dying than leave it like this.
Okay.
So you go ahead and run your blue card. And then I'd probably just shove and keep autoing if he's not going to go on us. And then now I'd run away. I'd run away and just take the recall.
Okay.
Yeah, run straight away. Get around that corner and take that recall. He shouldn't be stopping your back ever. Now, like you said, you took a bad trade. That's what kind of fucked you. It happens. It's no big deal. What I would be doing now is I'd be buying boots and building towards my Rod of Ages. Make sure that's what we're going to is Roa. So the reason we bailed at that where the wave was is because you were kind of stuck with no mana at the front, and so it'd be better to just recall than be stuck there, right?
Right.
Now here, once you come back, you know, he's gonna push into you. There's not much you can do about that. I wouldn't really try to fuck with him. I would just move forward and back here and let this wave crash and just farm from range. You're very, very close, and it's dangerous. You can't take a bad trade right now.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Sit a little further. Yeah, it's good. Because now you're basically in a position where you can't get ganked. You can't get pushed out. Good.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. It happens. Won't be the last time you miss farm on Twisted Fate.
Literally.
Now slow push. No point. No point in shoving. No point in shoving. No point. Just slow push.
Okay.
You have no play right now. You have to start asking yourself, like, why am I shoving, right? Like, look at your map. Like, where would you even go with a shove?
I got into this thought process that if I'm always shoving, I can draw the jungler's attention more.
No,
so mid
no,
than any
because
other
that doesn't have any value here. Right, drawing him here doesn't make any sense. Let's hard push now, though. So now you're going to red card the wave because look at bottom. Bottom's fighting, so red card their wave. This is a race to try to get your ult and then move to bottom if we can. Now, I would, as soon as I clear this cannon, I would just run towards bottom. I don't even care. I would just run towards bottom. I would telegraph and everything. Yeah, I'd ult him. Yeah, there you go. Ignite power. Now take a recall on this bush below you. Or to actually go to the tower, like and hold our tower, like bot tower.
Okay.
And just kind of chill and just last hit for now. Now I'd start shoving because they're moving to dragon. So let's just shove this out. You can kind of hold, like, you can move now if you want and just take a recall because the wave's frozen. So just back up and get behind tower. Check this out.
Okay.
Queuing that was bad. So.
Oh, okay.
But this will basically, you want to set the way. It's like setting the table for somebody because Kaisa hasn't come back yet, right? So.
Gotcha. I understand. So it was about setting up for bot lane.
Right, because you guys had won that fight, right? So now she just needs to go and catch her gold. Nice, she lived. I don't know how, but.
Ooh, fun.
Now, if Tom Kench goes bottom, I jam the wave. If Tom Kench goes mid, I just receive the wave because I have no play. All right, or no play here. There's nothing you can really do, so you just let the wave come in. And just farm with Q from range, so you're just chilling. Easy money. Just let this wave come under. And the reason you're doing this is just about discipline. You know, there's no reason to do anything fancy here. Now, I would not shove because I don't see a play. Look where Hecarim is. I would just last sit here. Now, your bot lane, you might be able to rotate, but we're not in love with it. You understand? This isn't something that we're in love with. We're just walking down. Okay, back to mid. Looks like it's dead. So we'll just go right back around to mid. Good. You rotated, but it was a cautious rotation because we didn't really want it, right? It wasn't a great fight.
Right.
Now, you're going to have your ult soon, right? So I would walk up confidently and start autoing, switch to red card, and really tough it out and try to get this push in so that we have an option to rotate with our ult. And I would start moving to bot lane because that wave's pushed up and we got to be down there in case hell breaks loose. So start walking down, ping on the way. There you go, ult it. Yep. Ult more towards your tower, good. And then just kite back for your team. Now, the key here is obviously this did not go swimmingly for our team, but you showed up, use your refills, and you'll just clear the wave with Q. Heckram's coming in, so let him tank it and just don't get popped and you're golden.
Shit.
You're okay, you're okay.
Here.
Good. Now we just shove this, take a recall. Assist ping Kaisa and ping mid. Yeah, she rotated. Good, good, good. Now we just shove with Q. Tom stop, shove. Tom stop. You see it on the map. Shove. Get out there. You're not backing. You can see him, so just get this wave under.
I apologize if you can hear me slamming my keyboard.
No, I don't care. I don't give a fuck, dude. I game for a living. It's all good. Now get in this bush behind you and take a recall. Now, see, you've got Roa, and you're sitting really pretty. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Reasonable farm, easy chill game. That's what you're looking for. Chill games. Nothing fancy. Now, usually you would go Merc Treads. I would probably just go Merc Treads. I'd build towards that. You finish Roa. That'll put you in a really good spot.
Are they taking over mid now? I guess I'm going bot.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. They're doing the right thing. Don't ever feel like you've got to be locked into your role. I mean, I've learned that playing here in Korea that sometimes it makes sense to just swap because of the way that the game's flowing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't want to pass up this huge wave anyways. Now you're pretty big, but you can't like 2v1, but you can very easily clear this.
Right.
Just for future reference, in a 2v1 lane, you want to clear the wave as fast as possible. You don't want to wait.
Okay.
Reason why is the 2v1 lane, if you let it push out, you could get frozen on. So you want to clear it fast so it sticks in the middle as opposed to pushing out. Now, I would take a plate here. I'm looking at the map, and I don't see a better move. Tom can flank you here, and I don't think he can really kill you, but I don't want to find out if he can kill you. So I'd start kiting back, and I would just shove the wave with Q.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just want to clear from range. It's all right. We'll Q, and we'll run home. Just keep walking. You're good. Just keep walking. Good. All right, just take a recall. Is what I would do here. Grab your Merc Treads and come on back. Well, technically you'd run down mid. Grab a pink as well. And let's run down mid right now. Idea is you're going towards mid/blue here. If the fight looks dead, you go more towards blue. So the fight's dead, so I go towards blue. Yep. And the idea is that you're just swapping down to bottom. If your team's in position to make a play, you can always look for an ult, but you have no flash, so it's a little delicate.
I don't think I ult here.
I would walk it in for a bit.
Tanky.
I kite back. You ult now, though. You ult now. So you can see.
I ult. Oh.
Yeah. So you can see who's coming, but that's okay. It's just spooky when they're all showing up like that and we can't see them. A lot of TF players don't do it. They can ult for vision. I just cleared bot. No need to group. I mean, you opened with a bad... Heckram got caught, right? It's okay. Just clear the wave. Now you can poke at dragon and rotate. Yep. Put a pink out there so you can actually clear this if you want. Okay, but the dragon's gone anyways. Who gives a fuck? It's all good. Yeah, who cares? So we don't need to poke if they do it that fast. Don't queue it yet. You don't know where their team is. Ooh, face checking, that's dangerous too.
Okay.
It would be if they're all there waiting for you, you get caught.
Right, I would have been dead as shit.
All right, without flash. And you have a bounty right now, so just let it come to you. It's all good. Now I just red card clear. Because I would really want to just take a recall and get like Sheen or something. Or more AP. Alright, you jump in the brush, take a recall. He's looking for you, so I would back down, yeah. Fucking frog champ. So yeah, I think I would just buy Fiendish Codex or the move speed and just go to top. I'd run to top, take a break from farming bot for a bit because you have your ult.
Did you
remember move towards
move the Codex?
Either's good. Either's fine. Some people like Wisp. Some people like Codex. What I would do here is if anybody's by themselves, I'd move more towards top though, instead of yeah, because they're all posturing there, right? You want to be a part of that fight because you guys are winning. There's no need to split right now. So I would just hover. If you see a fight break out, we can ult. We can also ult behind Sivir if she's just gonna push like that. Now turn your ult on. Turn your ult on. All right, if you feel it, you go. One more stun card and you got it.
Shit.
You're okay. You just kite back. Now just walk it out. Poke away with your Q. And then rotate to mid. You should just try to Q and fade away instead of standing there. It's fine if you don't get it. It's more important to rotate than to take blue, to be honest.
Got it.
Because they were all low, right? So you guys just get this under, and then I would just start running to bottom and catch the wave. Ping your team off and just start rotating because the wave's too big. And water walking is nice for these, and same with the out of combat move speed is nice for this. So you just crash this real quick. Now let's jam this next wave. That's I would just touch the brush and recall because I don't know where anybody is. If you see everybody, you would cancel your back and start pushing again.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know where Tom was. That's all. But it's okay. I mean, you're not that afraid of him, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't think he could kill us anyways.
Yeah, I saw 4, I think, counted top side there. Okay, there's Tom.
All right, let's take a recall then.
Okay. Not bad.
So to start, notice how I had you wait until the wave shows up before I have you shove. Now the big wave's here. You shove. Why are we shoving?
We're shoving here to prep to get 6 and go bot.
Right. Can we kill Tom Kench ever?
No.
Right. So
No
since
way.
we can't kill him, fuck this lane. Shove the wave so that we can do something.
Right.
I tell everybody the League of Legends is like a group project. I would rather fail the group project and have done all the work than pass the group project and basically got carried.
Right.
Like, I will get carried if I tried to make a move and I fell behind. Right? But I'm not going to go into the game with the intent of like, well, I'm just going to farm here and wait, for an easy, like, no, we're going to take initiative. We're going to do something. So here, you shove a huge wave and you are immediately, as quickly as you can, you get this wave under, bam, you run straight down to bottom. And what you did is, and you got ganked at the same time. That's hilarious. I even see that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it, but I'm so glad he didn't hit me mid-channel.
Right,
That
he
would've
didn't.
sucked.
Yeah, that would have sucked. He's bad. But you leapfrogged over him. And you got the kills bottom. Now, I had you pick up bottom. Let's talk about this. Don't try to set the table here before you leave.
Okay.
Here, this Q's bad. Watch. Don't need to do that. Just leave it. It's perfect.
Right. It would have been better for bot lane as far as
Right.
setting up the wave.
Right. You took a huge wave. It's fine. And guess what? If the fight's still dragging when you base, you can come right back down, bro. And if they die, you can pick up the wave again right on bottom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Makes sense.
You see what I mean? It's all just That's Twisted Fate. You just rig the game. That's all you do. You just rig the game. You're not gonna you're not gonna like fucking pop off 1v9, but you're gonna win more than you lose. It's like Karthus. You're gonna win more than you lose if you play it right. Period.
Okay.
That's why one of my buddies there, Elo Santa, he just recently got Challenger in Korea. Dude can like talk the entire time he's playing to his stream. This dude's like on Tinder macking on chicks and shit while he's playing. I'm not even kidding, and he's still winning the majority of his games in Challenger Korea. Right? He just plays solid, and it just rigs the game. So, you're pushing mid. Here, I have you posture bottom, I think. Because, yeah, see, your team's about ready to fight. So, the wave's equal. Tom's not in the wave, so you're not losing anything. You're just fishing. See? So you paid 1 minion of XP to float around and just make sure that your team doesn't just die, right?
Right.
And now you're back to mid chilling. Now here's same thing as before. Look at that. Your ult's coming up. Hard shove. Rotate to bottom. If it were me, I would have ulted here. More.
Right.
Just because it looks like the action is going this way. I don't want to be caught in the middle of it. I just want to show up and make sure that they're peeled for. See how you're so close? Look how low you get as a result. If you had ulted better, you would have been able to stun card freely and you would have taken like no damage. Now look at us. See?
I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a panic when I ulted down there.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's why I had blue card too.
It's all good. I'm just trying to show you like the general ideas, you know, like there, you know, Twisted Fate players, oftentimes they don't realize like where you land with the ult is actually incredibly valuable.
Right.
Like it's really important. So if you landed more towards the tower, you would have had full HP to play with. So now when Hecarim shows up for the gank, you wouldn't be sitting at 40% HP. You're sitting at, you know, 90% HP and you can feel a lot more confident. This is just you being a goober. You should have known he's there. There's no reason for him to not be there. Like you can kind of see like he goes in the bush. He's got no other play. And then it's very likely if the jungler's coming, their jungler stays, especially if they spot him. They didn't spot him here. But like it's a huge wave and they want to make sure it gets under. Look at how low they are. And you're level 8.
Yeah.
You know, and Rakan's right there.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're useless here. You could 2v2 them, actually. So that's why he stays. Because the way jungling works is basically if you think your team can die, you just stay with them.
Okay. Yeah, that was a bit of a miss on my part. I didn't think you would still be there.
Yeah, it's all good. Pick up the kills and
greedy
GG.
ignite.
Yeah.
Such a greedy ignite there.
Was there any rotations that didn't make any sense that you remember where you were like, that's weird? So I can go over
no, I will say it felt different playing because I felt like I was playing like more methodically and more passively. Like there was logic behind the movements. It just when I lane usually I'm more aggressive, but it is a Tom Kench lane too, so I probably wouldn't have been as aggressive.
Yeah, there's not much you can really do. You can auto him more certainly, but like it's pretty low value. Like
right.
You're not gonna. It's not like you're going to. It's basically you're never gonna solo kill him that often. And you're often, if you get too low by fucking with them, you just get set up for ganks, right? Like, our identity as Twisted Fate is not that we just solo kill motherfuckers every time. If anything, we mostly lose lane. So since we know that, we just emphasize, you know, getting in a position where we can run around the map. I think this is everything I wanted to go over. Again, make sure every time you leave base and the wave is equal and you have ult, shift. So to kind of reiterate, walk like this. So what you do is you walk this way and then you kind of shift this way and then you just go this way.
Okay.
What this is this is just you bubbling out your ults to make sure that if there's anything that hits the fan, you're leveraging your kit.
Okay.
So you're just branching that ult out to top, to mid, to bot. And as you move, you just keep an eye out and you're assessing. You're like, is there going to be a fight here? No, there's no fight here. Cool. Okay, there's no fight here. Cool. And you're just watching. And also, you know, maybe there's an engage that you can make. It just depends on what you're seeing. This game, you guys are hard winning. You don't have to take a risk. So we just, you know, we're headstrong. We just go to bottom and eat the wave. Oh, wait, no, here we actually did go top because fight broke out. And that was good. And that was available because you're up there, right? If you just walked to bottom on autopilot, you would have never seen this.
Right.
You're really tanky in this spot, so we're never dying. And this is why it's also important to track how many people are top. Another thing I wanted to tell you, if shit's hitting the fan and it's like there's a bunch of people out of vision, you need to just ult.
Okay.
Just ult. So your team knows what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's coming for you. You know if you can leave. All of that. And yeah, that's all I got for you in the first one, I think. Yep. That's a goodbye. And let's get back on the map. I'd run right to top. Aurelion Sol by himself. Now that he disappears, I shift to mid. So you should be naturally shifting based on what you're seeing.
Okay.
It's just a hover. You're just keeping eyes on. Like, now shift towards bottom because it doesn't look like a fight's breaking out. You want to catch the wave. It looks like we may have fucked up by not going to top, but because Darius, like, bailed on us, but I thought he was going top. So as you move to bottom, keep your eye on. Cool. And you just clear bot wave. Just shove. I wouldn't even walk up and hit the tower right now because I don't know where the map is. And then I would just quickly rotate over to team and posture around them and play a little dragon ARAM. Now you just kite front to back. That's all you have to do here. It should be an easy win. You stun, you run backwards, you Q. You stun, you run backwards, you Q. That's all you got to do with Twisted Face. Too easy. Yeah, absolutely not. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, absolutely. What about in river? Can we ult this? No, you don't need to. You don't need to. It's fine. You can do it now. I mean, since we have them anyways.
Yeah, it was a bit too much on the flash there. I didn't expect Darius to also just flash though.
Yeah, I wouldn't flash anyways. I would just poke with Q and relax. There's no rush.
Okay.
You guys were hard winning that fight, right? Like, there's no real urgency there. Now let's run back to bottom. We'll go to bottom. We'll finish our item.
Oh, Viego.
You just Q it from over the wall, probably. You need to throw a ward kind of in this alley above you so you can see. And fall back and recall. Cool.
1-5 Viego still kicks my ass.
Yeah. He probably would. He probably would.
Still can.
Now let's sell the refill. I mean, that's Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate loses to everybody, but that's not what it's about.
Yeah. He's about making everyone else win. Facilitator, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is ideal. Like, your stat line right now is what we're looking for. We just want like low deaths, low kills, assists. That's what you want. That's like the optimal way to run as TF. Like, that's the preferred numbers. So I would shove mid here. I'm not grouping. You know, the team is winning that fight. Darius is going there. We just shove this. And then if they want to do Baron, I'm totally down. Roa just kicks in. I assist ping Baron and rotate over confidently. You rotate to your team too, because if they catch anybody. Well, look at you right now. You're fucking level 14. It's like super Smurf mode. Look at the next highest person. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. This is a good game.
Right. It's all simple. Nothing fancy.
Thank God, because
Rotate to mid.
Microplay is not my jam. Not good at mechanics.
Me neither, bro. Let's go to bottom. While you watch. You're watching as you move to bottom. Yeah, that's good. You could bump into Viego. And if you do, have it in your head.
He's
like,
right there.
if I bump into... So who's left? You always should be thinking about, if I bump into so-and-so, can my ult just ult me out? Is that good enough?
Right.
That's the advanced... That's the high elo Twisted Fate thoughts. If I get caught here, can I just R and leave? If you're thinking of that in advance and you know what the situation is, that means you're a good player. If someone pops up and you didn't have a plan of how to escape, that means you're bad and you weren't thinking about it.
Okay.
So here, I'd back up until I knew more info. Okay, there's 3 mid and 1 top, so I'd walk up. You've got your team right there. So I would just shove the wave and then move to your team. Good. Now we can slide to our team. You're fine. Now I would have just paffed around the wave, but that's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, just kite back. You're level 15. You're all right. Now you have no flash, and you're really ahead. So just poke and stay alive. Just poke with Q and stay alive. That's all you have to do here.
Okay.
Right? If you die, you're off the map for like a fucking decade. So it would be much better to just poke.
Got it.
So what I do here is I focus on this tower. I just wait for the wave. Let your team do the thing. Take the tower. Since there's 4 dead, we can just poke. Does anybody have TP on the enemy team? Because that's the next thought I have. Aurelian Soul, but he's dead for 38. So we could probably take this tower. And then we could just take a recall.
What's going on? Oh my god.
Yeah, they're mad. Now it's
This
gonna
game
be
is
pretty
madness.
impossible. It's gonna be pretty impossible to end, so I'd back up and recall. Get behind the wall and recall. Because you have empowered back. This would be a Magi's
RFC.
angle for sure.
Oh, Magi's? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. And
then
then from
RFC.
here, no, you would actually buy a stopwatch here.
Okay. I put a lot of emphasis on RFC. Is that a bad thing?
No, you can do it. You can do it as utility, but here you're fucking huge. So why would we worry about that when we've got big damage right now?
Okay.
You're never like right now. You just gotta poke and stay alive. Rapid fire cannon's not bad. It all wins. Any of it. Stopwatch, Magi's. Any of it's cool. You've got plenty of setup for your team with Hecarim and Rakan, so I don't think you really need. But if you have no setup, it's probably good. I'd shove one more with Q. You should be in the middle of the wave. You're very, like, off to the side next to a bunch of Fog of War, which is giving me anxiety.
Got it.
I would ult in advance. There's 2 top. Yeah. I would go. You have a stopwatch. I would go. Fuck with people. Hey, yeah, why not? You're really fed right now. There's no reason to not leverage it.
Oh.
When I see 2 sitting top, like, I'm more than happy to show up. Now let's group with our team. We're all going to bottom, which is bad. We should assist ping mid and rotate. Rotate behind your team. You're in front of your team. This is giving me anxiety, all this movement here.
Okay.
So you should have rotated, like, wider.
Got it.
Enemy team's just bad, right? They would be hungry to catch Twisted Fate right now if they were good. Yeah, and just fling Q. Your Q should be flinging at them every time you can. Guys, I mean, you've got big damage right now. I mean, not on him, but...
Yeah, he's a problem.
Let's walk up and then red card and jam the wave. All right. Yeah, we could just take tower here, actually. Don't be afraid to just walk up with your stun card and stress them out.
Wow, that ability.
Don't be afraid to card the tower next time.
Okay.
Good. You should be queuing off rotation. Let's go back to mid. Just kind of lingering too long. Now walk up and actually pressure the tower here. You're not that afraid. Hit it. There you go. Take tower, take tower, take tower, take tower, take tower. Ooh. You have a lot of damage to tower right now with Lich Bane in your build.
Okay.
A lot of damage. Don't forget. Now you have ult here and you have stopwatch and you have flash. So if they get into it too deep, I don't like that fight. Let's just take tower.
I don't either. I think it's a weird angle.
Yeah. Now you can absolutely group here with ult if you go behind your team, like behind the Darius. You have Sonya's too, or stopwatch as well. Don't forget. Yeah, we can follow our team. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We could Baron here. Your team needs to start it, not you. I'd kill this Viego. Oh,
wait.
Damn.
Tom Kench is there.
Grab the wave. Go around the top and grab the wave. You're going to let it pass you. See how it skipped us? That's never good.
Right. Oh, what a madman.
I would ult to top and push. Poor bot. Yeah. Take tower and then group on your team in mid and peel for them. Nah, don't push. Don't push. Just go around to your team.
Okay.
I would probably try to ping them off. We got 3k. You can help them shove and help them get out. Let's back up and recall. I'm just waiting for Rabadons now. So buy the large rod.
Yeah.
Yep. We can afford it soon. Let's get out because you already have the stopwatch. So how much gold do we need for this now? Yeah, we're fine.
410. There we go. Quick math.
Even though it's kind of an inefficient buy, if the game drags on any further, you'll have a completed death cap and a fucking active stopwatch, which is nuts at this stage of the game. We group on mid. No need to split. You guys are definitively stronger than them in 5v5. Don't get caught first. And just jam Qs. Like, spam that shit. Every time you see somebody, a Q should be flying. This is something a lot of Twisted Fate players do wrong, is they don't Q enough.
Okay.
Like, I would walk up and just spam it. Yep.
Nope. Not bad, bro.
You can look for stun cards. You don't have to be shy. You are absolutely big dicking right now.
Kaisa said she's going to big dick it.
So we can walk up and look for stuns. Remember, you have your stopwatch.
doing all this? Can't we just win the game?
Korea solo queue now, dude. That's what the Koreans do every game. Like farm people at their fountain. How did that feel?
Felt like there was like no stress that game. I didn't feel like I was like just the pacing was even the whole game. And
Right.
every time I play Twisted Fate, it feels like it's all about pacing the entire game.
Right. Right. You don't want, like I said, Twisted Fate does not operate well if the game's out of control.
Yeah, I've had a lot of games where it gets out of control before I even hit 6. Feels like.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to make it. And sorry for the glare in the background, guys. It's fuzzy because it's actually getting sunny out again here in Korea. The big thing that I want you to realize is that your job as a player is that right there. That's your job.